Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to my 2563rd edition of Short Term Trading Live with Oscar. Good Sunday evening, traders. How are you out there? Get ready for the week ahead. It's going to be exciting. Let's look at why. Before we get started, please remember this is a very risky game. Never, ever, ever trade without stops. Put your stops in first before you do trade and know that you can lose more than you have in your trading accounts. Crypto, anything, options, you name it, it's all risky. Be careful out there. So, for trading on Sunday night through Monday, April 24th, 2023, the OMNI itself is neutral for trading E-mini, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell. So we have a neutral OMNI, right? That means we're not allowed to take a position either way unless I just see a fantastic setup, and then I'm allowed to take off the kid gloves and do whatever I see fit. So we have a neutral OMNI. Okay, we know that. Well, let's go look at what's going on right here. Very interesting area inside this green circle. Why? Well, look at this killer support channel that we've been in. Here, all the way to the lows, right? Support, and it's testing it. I'd call that an interesting area. Bigger picture, it has failed so far at the resistance like it did here. And as it did right here, you failed at the black line resistance. So you've got that. And it is starting to drop down, but the interesting area is being tested. On top of that, look, there's more. This just keeps on going. This is a very strong quagmire area, if you will. I'm almost glad the Omni went neutral, so I don't have to fight this battle tomorrow. But look at what you have here. You've got an F flag, an Oscarism known as an F flag. We'll make that a little brighter so you can see it. The Oscarism known as the F flag. It's a bullish F flag, and the market will remain bullish as long as you stay inside of that flag. So let's take a better look at it. Here's the F flag. This blue flag has your pole, and there's the Oscarism known as that weird shaped F flag. So you're inside of an F flag with room to drop further. We're testing this area right here. Very interesting area. Will it hold? Will it break? Well, we certainly have a Fed meeting coming up in 2 days. And you know, the Fed, we're approaching 5% interest rates, right? 5% interest rate is coming our way. Now, if the Fed is paying 5% interest, if they do not stop raising rates after what happens on Wednesday, well, I guess we expect another quarter point interest rate hike. If they do not stop from there, think this. If you already had millions and millions, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars, depending upon the fund that you're managing, the sovereign fund, your family wealth, whatever. If you needed to take that fund and move it into something where you could possibly get, maybe if all things go well, 10% return on your money, right? With huge risk to all the funds. Huge. So you've got huge risk, 10% returns, or you can get 5% interest from the government with no risk at all whatsoever. We are reaching the point, kids, that if they continue to raise rates, it is way smarter to take your money out of the stock market and just give it to the government. Why? Because I'll tell you right now, if you already have $1 billion, you don't need your $1 billion to turn into more. You just don't need it to be less at the end of the year. 5% interest on your money with no risk versus the possibility of 10% return in the S&P. What would you do? You see my point? They cannot keep raising rates. If they do, this starts to look like a no-brainer. There is no reason to risk your money if the government will give you more than half of what you could possibly get with risk. So we're just at about that point. If they raise more than 5, you take your money out of the stock market and put it in interest rates. That's what you should do. All right? And the street's not stupid, and the government knows we're at that spot. So what does that tell me? After they raise on Wednesday, they'll stop for a while. We'll go into a pause mode. And here's your reasoning. You want to kill the stock market, raise one more time, 5.5%, 5.25% with no risk? I'm all over it. Wouldn't you be? That's going to become a problem for the stock market. So I think Powell knows this. I think we go into pause mode after Wednesday, but we'll let Of course, the Fed and the market tell us that, but this is the logic. Take my word for it. We do not need to have the government paying so much money that there's no need to be in the stock market. It will come down very hard if that happens. All right, so I wanted to show you that. Now, question is, forget about the meeting on Wednesday because it's Sunday night for Monday. That's a long way from now for a trader. Back to the screen here. So what should happen? Should it hold? Should it reach the bottom of the F flag and hold? Will it break? Well, according to the S&P, this look right here, it looks like it might hold, but the Omni's neutral. Let's look at the YM. The YM says, you know what, Oscar? For the next day or two, it will not hold. The S&P, do you know why? Because the YM, which did the same thing, it failed at the resistance here, made the resistance line, failed on its way down, and it dropped through the bottom of the F flag already. So it's leading the S&P. It's through the F flag, and if you ask me, it's building a channel in this direction. So I have to say, for the next 2 days until the Fed meeting, we're probably heading down. All right, so that's what we're looking at. Even though we have a neutral Omni, probably selling rallies would be the smart thing to do. But there are other markets to trade, and watch this setup. Look at platinum. Check out this double top, traders. When we see a double top, we sell a double top, right? You should. And look here. Double top on Friday. Sunday night, that red line is Sunday night. It's already showing you that it will react to the double top. It took out all the stops above the double top on Friday and right back down on Sunday night. Makes perfect sense. Spent 2 days near the double top here. Spent 2 days creating the first top there. That's platinum. Now watch this. We're gonna roll out to gold. On the daily, you're at the bottom of an F flag right now. Right at the bottom. If it breaks the F flag, it will break hard. But it is at the bottom of the F flag, but that's not the chart to pay attention to. Watch this. You just seen the platinum, right? Remember what the gold looks like on the weekly. This is what you need to pay attention to right here. Will history record this as a triple top? 1 full week ago, I sent this to you when this bar didn't exist and we only had this one. And I said, it's close enough. Will history record this as a triple top? And then we waited for an answer. The answer is yes. You see what happened? We had the reaction. So I think we're still reacting in the gold to this triple top. 1, 2, 3. And we should come down a bit more. The Omni is bearish for gold. It wants to sell rallies. The platinum's got the double top. It's dropping down from it. Even silver does not look good right now. So we're probably going to look at the metals if we do find the play at all. Traders, if you like what you see in these videos, please subscribe. Do that right now. Right below this video, you can subscribe. And I'd really appreciate if you would like and share these videos around the internet. We could certainly use the viewership. Thank you so much ahead of time. Appreciate your help on that. Remember the triple top. The Omni is neutral in the E-mini S&P. Triple top reaction in the gold. And the Omni and the S&P being neutral. We get to look at the chart only. Chart is pointing towards the downside in both gold and E-mini S&P. All right, traders, I'll see you in my site. As always, in my live trading room. It's free, so come on down. No credit cards are required at livewithoscar.com. And then remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do, in my opinion, to keep those emotions at bay is try this. Say this to yourselves over and over again, especially when in a bad position. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Traders, thank you so much for tuning in. Be safe out there. I will see you all at my website in my trading room at livewithoscar.com.